Good morning. And I need to play Joe Rader's song for myself. Welcome to Friday Live and Mail Call. Uh, I've been sitting here for over half an hour, and I ended up getting tied up in a conversation with my right hand man. And we all know that he is from. All right, John. Welcome. Well, how come you're not? I can't hear you, John. Did you hit your mute?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Good morning. Can of spray paint was in the way. I didn't see that I had that turned off. I've been doing a lot of painting here lately.
Man, we're just a comedy of errors this morning,
Yes,
you know?
you are.
And of course, we are coming, and I'm coming to you all live from. There we go. My general rule, as far as what I'm going to wear on a given morning, is determined by what the temperature is when I wake up. If it's above 50 degrees, I wear shorts. All right. You probably can't see, but I'm wearing shorts. Okay. Because it was 56 degrees when I woke up. Now, yesterday when I woke up, it was 58 degrees and it got up to 92. All right. So just to give a judge, any guesses what the temperature is right now here in Oklahoma City?
No. I know what it is here in Eastern Middle Tennessee.
It is 46 degrees and dropping.
Our front's supposed to come through around 1 o'clock today.
Okay. Well, we got somebody here early. He must be off work. All right. That's all I can say. And that gave it away, of course. There he is.
And I'm riding on the cotton belt railroad line in the pitching, rolling rhythm and noise.
Good morning, Jason.
Good morning.
How are you?
You must be off work because I see trains behind your head, not real ones. Just
I took the whole week off.
Cool.
Spring break. So
all right.
A couple weeks ago.
I don't know when ours was.
Yeah.
No kids in the house. I don't see them anymore. So anyway, so we were talking about what were we talking about?
You were talking about weather.
Yes, talking about weather. Now, before we get into it's cold here anyway, and it's coming y'all's way, so be prepared.
Is it rain?
It's raining too. So,
oh shit.
But we need the rain here. So, anyway, before we go any further, I was watching TV this bright and early this morning, and this clip came up on YouTube that has absolutely nothing to do with trains. Okay, but it is so astronomically stupid on the part of one party that I laughed hysterically, thinking this is the definition of a, and I'm trying not to be political, stupidity. Okay, And anyway, I'm a firm believer in the law, and this is a judge's Zoom courthouse hearing. Okay, so I'm going to key this up, and hopefully you can hear it.
No sound.
No sound. No audio.
Oh, no audio. How do I?
Is she driving?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Okay, since you can't, since you all can't hear that, all right. That is it on YouTube. There's the link. Can you all see the link?
Yeah, I see it in the comments.
There's the link, and it's towards the end of this video. All right, so kind of scroll up till you see that lady in the upper left-hand corner, and start it from there. Yeah, she's driving during this hearing and denies it. Okay, flat out lies to the judge and denies it. And it's hilarious. So, anyway.
Yeah, as the car was bouncing, I did see that.
And her arms are moving. Like, I mean, ultimately she pulls over and gets out of the car, and there's nobody in the passenger seat. As an example, if the picture was inverted, all right, it's possible in theory. But when there's nobody else in the front seat, that kind of gives it away, right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'll watch it here in a little while.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to tell people to watch it now, because then they're going to leave the stream.
Yeah, don't watch it now. Copy and save and copy and go to it and pause it. All right. All right, let's go through roll call here.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to go grab a couple items.
You go do that. All right. First in. All right. Let me get. And the cookie goes to. There we go. Boxcar Jerry was in first. He was followed by our buddy down south of here. One of our buddies down south of here.
The magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu.
All right, welcome Ray Ron. Ray Ron was followed by one of our great white North contingents. All right, James.
Fried and maggoty butter.
If we could get synchronized, we'd be good, right?
I know, right?
Oh, all right. Joe Rader made it in. He was on time, but he had to leave. He had a doctor's appointment. So but we will.
Lucy is on time, right?
I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late. No. I'm overdue. I'm really in a stew. No time to say goodbye. Hello, I'm late.
Never gets old.
I know.
Never gets old.
Never, ever gets old. Okay. Here's another one that hits home. Good morning, Anthony.
Yeah.
Good morning, Anthony.
All right. To go with that beer. All right. That was the wrong one. That was a miscue. To go with that beer, our favorite pilot. Nothing better than a Chicago dog and a beer. Back in the day, it would have been a Old Style or a Stroh's.
Stroh's.
Yeah. Fire brewed. Only fire brewed beer in America, but they're non-existent nowadays. So, all right. Somebody must be playing hooky from work.
It was down in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana, in them old cotton fields back home.
All right. Welcome, Robert.
Yeah, but he works from home, so.
Yeah, I know, but he's playing hooky, so. Either that or he's got two screens now, or he learned how to use a smartphone.
No, definitely not the smartphone. That's why he was the only one in the group that went to the train show that actually had to wait in line to get his ticket.
Yeah, because the rest of us had our tickets and zoomed right on through it electronically. And then we had to wait for Robert. And God forbid you try to text them or, send them directions of MapQuest or any of that kind of, not MapQuest, Google Maps or anything like that, because he won't get it.
Robert is as old school as it comes.
Yes, he is. All right. Next on our list is another of our northern contingent.
Canada, it's a maple leaf day.
Good morning, Floyd.
Morning, Floyd.
All right. Next on board. And believe it or not, I'd have his done.
These feelings keep running through my head. They keep running through my head. They keep running through my head. Well,
Deep Run Mike.
Yeah.
They're running through his head.
There you go.
It's the only song I could find that kind of had a connection. All right, scroll. Still scrolling. Do. Oh, there he is. A little Steppenwolf time. There he is. All right, all right, all right. Welcome, Thomas. I see
Hey,
it.
Steve, I sent you a message. You can check it later.
Yeah, I see it. Okay. All right. Next one is.
Oh, we got Catzilla.
Uh-oh.
She doesn't get up on the train.
Dutch boy.
Getting to be a big
There
boy.
Yeah, he is. All right. That gets us through a roll call.
So I guess Robert's ears was burning because he obviously did not see what we were talking about him.
It's always fun to talk about Robert.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
All right, all right, all right. Oh, I am so bummed that video didn't the sound didn't come through on that video. I wonder if there's any way to make that come
Oh,
through.
Robert, excuses. Said it didn't show live until he had to refresh it.
Yeah, that's why he missed what we were talking about.
Uh-huh.
You try to give Robert hell, and he's just not there.
Yeah. Is he there when he's there?
Not really. Hey, Robert, what you can do is just blame Heath, okay?
Okay. I see that, Jason. I might be able to do that. All right. Let's go back, get back in sync here. All right. As y'all know, I've been working on cars, and more cars. And I finally, I only have utility vehicles, Sears service trucks, Illinois Bell telephone trucks left to do. Everything else is done. I've got a special project for Jason done that we can talk about later.
Okay.
And I do have some more cars I could print, but I don't know that I need to print, if that makes sense. And we do have another participant joining us. All right, so let's get his welcome out of the way here.
Tell me about the good old days. Sometimes it feels like this world's gone crazy.
All right, welcome, JD. Glad you could make it with us today.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Should we let the old man to the east, John? What is this?
Hey, wait, you're older than I am.
Yeah, but you're older than Jason.
Well,
So
definitely,
I said to the east.
Jason's just a young pup.
Not the old man, period. It was old man to the east.
Would be Glenn. Well,
I'd have Andy. I would have to look it up. All right. I probably, what I do on a lot of the songs, I'll put keywords from in on Apple Music and see what kind of songs they have for that. And I put in Ollie, and I think I put in Dutch Boy for High. And that's how I got both of those songs. So if we look,
I know JD's song is called Grandpa.
yeah. Well, that one was easy because I had that one already. But if I type in Ollie and see what comes up on iTunes, there's a song. Let's see if this is a. Nope, that ain't it. I don't know. I'll have to go back and, well, I can look at my library. And, yeah, there it is. It's by the Hallelujah Joy Band called Ollie. That is the name of it. The Hallelujah Joy Band. Ollie. Okay. So we got that done. I just went to my library and looked it up. So anyway, that is it. So let's go through and I know John's got a couple things he wants to share today. I didn't get anything other than you know, I apologize for Wednesday's Workbench Wednesday. And I put the apology, I said, please excuse me in the description, but I still had multiple people going, well, we couldn't hear this and see this through your green screen.
I'm one of them.
Well, what you got to do, Steve, is you got to put it in the comments and then pin your own comment. So that way, when they go to the comments, the first comment they see is your comment.
Well, see, I like to embarrass them and say, you know, if you would have read the description of the screen, all right, you would have known.
Well, I got to admit,
I do
watched
apologize.
it on my cell phone because I couldn't make the premiere, so I
That's
wouldn't
not
have
my
seen
problem.
that anyway.
That's not my problem. I don't want to hear it. Excuses. So
Yes.
I have mine, you have yours. But you weren't the only one that complained. All right, there were multiples. And anyway, here nor there, it is what it was, and so forth. But basically, I'm done printing, and even the picture that I took this morning, all right, that showed the workbench with the mess down there. That's all cleaned up.
I don't think you have enough cars.
Yeah. I did a final count. I did 150 to fill my auto racks that you, yes, you, Mr. Wilson, are responsible for.
Well, you know what that means.
It
That means what you're supposed to do.
You didn't pay dick for any of those cars.
You're supposed to print double the cars, so that way you have enough cars extra when you get more auto racks.
Okay. So along that line of thinking, just so you don't think I'm stupid, right, it took 150 to fill up those auto racks that I have. I got 195 more.
Well, it looks like you can get some more auto racks.
Well, Steve may be getting at least one more auto rack. Since I can't use them, I've got a CNEI auto rack that I may be sending to Steve.
And it just so happens I can re-decal it because...
Oh, no, you can't re-decal it. Can't re-decal it, though.
I'll share something next week. All right. So actually, I'll share a couple things next week. A couple more expenditures that Jason's responsible for. So
It's okay. I've got, look, this one right here. This one you're responsible for. Right there.
Oh, yeah, I am, aren't I? Yeah, a coffee mug. What? What was that? $15? $10?
Yeah, something like
Huh?
that. I don't remember.
Yeah. Let's see. $408 for the prayer. $100 for the 2 Genesis cars. Another $30 for the 3. Yeah. Yeah. Versus 10 to $15. I get it.
Hey, there was a $40 car too. The one that had the bomber plane on it.
Oh yeah. You paid $40 for that?
Yeah, he would not come off his price.
Yeah, but it was good because I'd never seen that one before.
Yeah, it's me neither.
So
And I think that's the reason why he would not come off the price.
actually, I don't need to have any. They just need to be passing through. Okay. Because most of the cars coming out of Michigan, all right, passed through Chicago, headed west.
Yep.
So
Or south.
or south. Yeah. Now, Floyd wants to know if they're all Fords. Of the 5 auto racks I have, the tri-level has 15 Fords. It's got, what is it, 13 Mustangs and 2 Ford LTDs. The 1 bi-level is Dodges, and they're all Dodge Chargers, 2 of which are Daytona Chargers, one in Buddy Baker red and the other in Richard Petty blue. And another bi-level is Oldsmobiles. And then I have 2 more I've already packed up and put away. Mercury Cougars on one and Chevy pickups on the other. So that's my assortment.
Yeah, did you take pictures of all those before you packed them away?
Of the, yeah, they're.
Well, I know you
They're
did a
raw.
video, but did you do any stills?
I can pull stills off the video if I want.
That'd be nice to show sometime.
Yeah.
I saw the video, but you know they're moving, and you can't really get all the detail, and they'd even know they were going slow. But yeah,
Is that good enough?
like that.
That's
that looks
live.
good.
Oh yeah, that looks great.
You know, the only thing you could have done better is got
Here we
die
go.
cast, but we figured
That's the
out
whole
how much
point.
that would have cost.
That's the whole point of the 3D justifying the
That's-
3D printer.
That's right. Yeah, when you need a large quantity of something, 3D printer is the way to go.
Jerry, I don't know why it doesn't either.
Yeah, it's
Go
YouTube.
figure. I did play your song though, Jerry, if you weren't here. So
Yeah, Jerry was the first one.
You were the first one. You got the cookie. So
And didn't even know he got the cookie.
didn't even know it.
Yeah.
I think Jason ate it though before you got to it.
It was Snickerdoodle. Pretty sweet.
All right, let's turn this over and we will bring the John's pictures up. There we go.
Yeah, so I finally got my half tracks to print correctly. It's still a little bit of a pain. I was having trouble breaking the tracks on the back of the half track because they're very thin to begin with. So I decided I have to cut the tracks off with the saw instead of trying to break them off with snippers or something, but that works. But it took me 2 to get the skill down to exactly get it right. But they turned out pretty good, I think. You know, for a free file, Uh, I like them. I like them. I'm gonna print some more. I'm gonna try one more thing. Maybe printing them at a 45-degree angle to get those stanchions a little farther off the build plate and see if that works. I did mess up. These supports for the machine gun ring, I didn't realize until the very last one, this one here at the end has the support there. These I had, the other three I had to add in because I thought they were support stanchions and they weren't. So yeah, a little mess up there, but you know, if I hadn't have pointed them out to you, you wouldn't have noticed. They turned out pretty nice.
Yeah, they did.
Little the seat should be an olive drab that's more of a brown, but I didn't have any of that with me, so I just painted them a brown. They
Looks
weren't
good.
leather; they're a material, but the material is just an off shade of olive drab.
And I like how you got it to where they look worn. They don't look,
Yeah. Believe it
just
or
thin
not,
paint.
Jason, that's like 3 coats of that brown. It just would never cover. So, yes, the worn look is correct, but I didn't do that on purpose.
Yeah. You got lucky.
Yeah, I used cheap apple butter paint or whatever, craft paint. So, yeah, the green, the olive green was a spray can. I'm not going to try to hand paint those, so I just spray painted them. I did break off a couple of the headlights, but again, if I don't point them out, no one's going to know.
Yeah, it's like the mirrors on my car. Some of them have the
Yeah.
mirrors, some of them don't.
And then I did some radiators for heating.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put them in my roundhouse. I know they probably wouldn't have done much, but when the guys got cold in the wintertime, they could go over and warm their hands up over them.
Jerry wants to know what scale those are.
Those are 1/87. I had to scale them down. Again, these are all free files and I can't really show you the detail on these radiators, but they actually there's holes all through it.
It looks we can tell you can see through it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even from the ends, you can see through them. Here's some shelves I printed. These are some winch pieces. They're too large for. I didn't scale these correctly, so these are like 1/35th scale, but they're going to be on flat cars as loads. So I'll have a couple of them on each. They'll be a big industrial type of winch. They're supposed to go on 1.5 deuce, so you can tell they're way too big. And then I got the shop desk and some more wall lockers and some filing cabinets and some large waste cans, which I've actually
Those are
painted
some
a
huge
red
waste
brown.
containers.
Yeah, they were supposedly 1/87th by what the scale said. So when you get these files,
They're probably the big ones that the mechanical trucks pick up current day.
Yeah, it could be something like that, but they're too big. But I'm gonna put them in the roundhouse. Who cares? I just need clutter in the roundhouse.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah, great here.
that's all my pictures. I have.
I'm going to
started-
pause you here for a moment.
Okay.
We got a few people that have joined us. All right. And do.
Nice dream where fantasy reigns. Love and laughter, joy and pain. In the realm where magic sings. Lost in wonder, hearts take wing. Welcome to the Midsummer Night's Dream.
There you go. Told you I'd get it done, Greg.
Morning, Greg. But that was all the pictures I had. Now I do have a mail call, and in this box here, which I've already opened. I'm not going to do a Heath and take an hour to open that box. Found another CNEI Fruit Growers Express. This is
that's cool.
AccuRail or AccuRail, whichever you want to say. I don't know which one's correct. It is missing one of the stirrups that I'm gonna have to find or put a metal.
I'd hate to count how many stirrups are missing off of my rolling stock.
But
just get a
nice
package.
model. I got
Get
it for a
package
great
of
price.
A-line.
What's that?
I say get a package of A-line stirrups and then just cut all the molded ones off and put the metal ones on there. They look better.
Yeah. I think I have some metal stirrups someplace. I'll have to look through all my
I think
stuff.
I'd need more than a package.
Yeah. I think I got a package of 50 or something like that. But anyway, that was a nice little car. I got that for a good price too, compared to the last one I bought, which is the same number. I'm going to have to change the number, but I think they only made one number on that. And then got a box I haven't opened, but I know what it is.
You got another box too.
Yeah. Printer, more printer solution. I can't turn it the right way. Which way's up? Oh, wait, there. NA Cubic, 4 more bottles.
I had to buy another 4-pack as well.
Yeah, and then my last one came in a real big box. And this one was from Lynn.
Oh, there you go.
Milwaukee style train station, which is pretty close to the CNEI Terre Haute station, except the Terre Haute station was at a L shape with a clock tower in the middle. So I'm not going to try to modify this one. I'd need another kit to do that. And I looked these up online, a new kit form. These are $310. I'm not going to tell you what I got it for, but it wasn't $310. But yeah, huge kit.
When I bought mine 2 or 3 years ago, it was they ran for $200, and I think I got mine back then for $100. And I think John did better than I did.
Yes,
but of course, it was probably more of a donation than a sale. You gonna tell them where you got it from?
I got it from Lynn.
Oh, okay.
All the way from California.
California.
So
I bought mine. I bought mine because that kit is very representative of the old Dearborn Street station in Chicago. So, which is where the Santa Fe
and the CNEI
and the CNEI and the Grand Trunk and
Erie.
half a dozen other Erie, a bunch of roads.
The guy that I'm working on his layout down in Hot Springs, he models the Erie from Jersey City to Chicago, and at Chicago, that's Dearborn.
Right.
And so he's got like freight loading platforms for one of them's a CNEI. There's one for Santa Fe's in there. I think he's got like 4 or 5 different railroads, like freight buildings, just for Dearborn.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
I found a picture of one of the freight buildings for the CNEI in Chicago. I have to look and see where I stored that photo at, but yeah, it was a unique building. You know, I haven't seen any like it. I'd have to probably modify a kit to scratch build it, but I don't. My small layout, I just go from Terre Haute, Indiana to Danville, Illinois. So I don't get up that far, but yeah, that's
The one town,
30 miles worth of
the
track.
one town John Dillinger in the Midwest would not rob a bank at was Danville, Illinois. And the reason being, there were 5 different railroads going through Danville, and they all crisscrossed everywhere. And you could not get from one end of town to the other without crossing over at least 2 railroad crossings. And Dillinger didn't want to get stuck in town after robbing a bank by a train.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I got for the week.
And of course, while on that note, you know, anytime I come up with that worthless information. That was my Cliff Clavin impersonation of worthless facts of the day. All right. Oh, me or my. That all you got, John?
That's all I got. Yeah. Isn't that enough?
Jason, what you got? What you got for us, buddy?
Well, I figured instead of pictures, maybe I should show y'all this.
Oh, yeah.
But I can get
Hang
a
on.
real actually
Yeah, but
focus.
is that the one you messed up the?
Yeah,
you
if you
messed that
see it
up?
right
Yeah.
there, that's
Yeah.
where it
And
dropped.
south.
It's just
Yeah.
what's weird is it's just the South. The Western seems to be.
Yeah, Western. Yeah, it's just the South.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah,
south
it's-
moved south.
But
Okay.
if I flip it around on this side,
Perfect.
it's perfect.
Well,
So-
just always have that side of the car facing out towards you.
But so the things that I've done to it, of course, if you look at the, that's kind of hard to tell. The light glare.
Yeah, the light, the
Yeah.
modification you did there.
Yeah. So if you look on this side, you can see the Celestry. I'll do over here, and you can see the smokestack. Yeah, the camera's wanting to autofocus, but if I flip it around, you can see where it's rounded. So I had to scratch build that. It does have,
I can't remember. What did you use to get your rounded contour there?
so glued in some styrene. I got a leaky pen. That's weird. I glued in some little styrene pieces. So like if you look at the Celestry here, you can see like there's little ridges so far.
Yep.
So I had to glue in, I think it's 0.08 by 0.1 styrene, and I cut them to fit in between.
Okay.
And then I took a piece of brass tubing, a little bit smaller than a skewer, like a bamboo skewer, and glued that to the styrene, and that allowed me to get my
Your contour.
card. So the Traveler, this is a business car, so this was the railroad's president's private car. So, and if you look in the back through the window shades, you can see they're actually having a meeting while they're going down the tracks. And then a couple of the wives, let's see if I can get it figured out. They're right there. So they're in a different room.
Mm-hmm.
So
And you did the window shades on that too?
I did the window shades as well. So this is a Broadway Limited. So it is already pretty detailed, but the details I added to it was interior painting. I added the figures, added the window shade decals. Of course, when I got this car, and I'm gonna kind of go ahead and show the next thing I got, it was this color when I got it. So it was undecorated. The other thing I added was the valance back here on the back.
Yeah.
There you go.
And that's
So-
just some styrene.
No, that's actually cardstock.
Oh, okay.
So it's from an old Walters kit that was cardstock.
Hmm.
When I painted it, I painted the orange first. I mean, I primed it first, and then I did the orange. I masked off where the orange and the red would meet,
Mhm.
and then painted the red. And then I masked off the orange and the red and left little gaps for the silver striping and, of course, for the roof.
Hmm.
So, and then the last thing I had to do was glue the little mirrors back on.
And did you do a clear coat over your tape before you painted it to seal it?
Before I put the windows back in, I did gloss coat it. I got the decals on. Then I dull coated it. Then I glued the windows back in.
No, I mean, when you were doing the different colors, did you put on a clear coat to seal the edges of the paint, the tape?
Only after the red, because it didn't really matter to the orange to the red, because I was going to put silver striping on top of it.
Okay.
So, but yeah, and the way that Broadway Limited builds these cars is the wall and the roof is attached, but the way it clips into the bottom is by the windows. So if the windows are not in, it won't clip and hold down. So, and I did not want to dull coat it after putting the decals on and fog up all my windows.
Yeah.
So I had to, you have to do it like in order of progression. So this car is finished unless I do want to go back and fix the south.
Nobody will ever notice.
Yeah.
No, I only knew because I watched your video where you said you messed it up.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, so here, you can see the rounded roof and the celestial on this side.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why the railroad did it is because when the car was built, they didn't have air conditioning. And so, of course, being the president, he's going to have air conditioning when air conditioning became available. So where could they run the air duct? It's under here.
Right.
So, which goes to all the rings.
Jason, do you know where did they put the air conditioning unit in there?
I would assume it would be on this end somewhere.
But it was all internal, so you wouldn't see it anyway.
Right. And there's actually, if I don't want to pop the shell off because it's a pain in the butt to get this end back on with the valance because it's a little thicker. But there is like a room, like a little separate room over here that you can't really see. It's like they added all the closets and everything in there, and I'm like, you're not going to be able to see that stuff. So, and then, so that caveat, I came across this one at the same hobby shop. So it's a combination. This is another Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to probably keep this one maybe as a Pullman green. I'm going to use gold lettering. This is going to go on my excursion train that I'm going to do. Cotton Belt had 3 of these, so I haven't decided what number I'm going to give it. But I thought it was pretty cool just to have this on an excursion rather than having a full baggage on the front.
Yeah.
And then the other cars, and of course, like I said, it's also a Broadway Limited. The other cars that I'm going to put on it, they're Walters, and they're all going to have to get custom painted. But I do have a chair car. So it's a Santa Fe. It's not going to be a Santa Fe. Then I have, I've got a 10-1-2 sleeper. That's a Pennsylvania. So this will actually be called Lake Calhoun. So it's a Pullman car, but it'll still have St. Louis Southwestern on the top. And I actually got a copy of the actual folio from the Cotton Belt Historical Society of that Pullman car with the paint codes and whatnot.
Mhm.
And then this one I found undecorated, but it is a diner, and it's going to be my dining lounge car. And so the Pullman will be in daylight, the business car will be in daylight, but the rest of the cars will be just in standard olive green.
Pullman green.
Pullman
That's
green.
actually the color.
Yeah, Pullman green. So, and then the last car I got, I'm going to go ahead and take it out of the box. It's an Athearn. So this is a fantasy box car, but I thought it looked pretty cool. And so it's going on my display. Pull it out. Set it right
Jerry wanted to know why the roof DLI didn't do the roof detail, and primarily, Jerry, was there weren't it was abnormal to see half celestial, half arched.
Yes. And it's
Most-
because
Most people,
railroad settles.
when air conditioning came out, most railroads simply went to the streamline, which
Well,
already had
and like
AC built in.
on some of the Walters cars, there were some railroads that they didn't have it all the way the full length. They might have only had it from like here to here.
Well, here's an example. This is another Walters car.
Yeah.
Got the Celestial on one side and the rounded on the other.
But if you
But
notice,
it
you're
doesn't go all the way to the end. It's
yeah.
a little dusty from sitting out there. But these Walters cars, they're not cheap.
Well, neither are these
Neither are
BLIs.
BLIs.
All
right.
75.
So this
for
is
this
what
one.
I got my hands on.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it's a fantasy box car. Cotton Belt never had these, but I thought it was pretty cool that it had the old Blue Street Fast Freight logo on it. So it's a fantasy, but it's going to go on my shelf right there.
Mhm.
So
Cool.
that's all I got.
all right. Like I said, I don't have anything else. I do have, okay, I got something I can share. Robert, you still here? And JD? All right. I'm taking this box of cars down to Robert's here in a few weeks. And it's got Robert's Bel Air.
That looks good, Steve. Real
Bella,
good.
I thought you had an Impala.
Or Impala, that's what it is. It's an Impala.
Those turned out very nice. And again, your chrome was the chrome pin, correct?
Yeah. Now
Now the
In all
question
fairness-
is, Steve, did you get the right number of rivets on that car?
in all fairness, the chrome work is too thick. All right. Even with utilizing the chrome pin, but it makes it show up. So that's all I cared about. And you can pick them apart by looking at them. They're not Oxford die-cast quality. I don't care. Like I say, they're primarily go on auto racks. Jerry, want to know how many cars I print at a time? 4 to 5. Jerry, I can print it at a time on my little resin printer. So, like buses, I can get two shells or two interiors, or one shell and one interior, and the tire and the wheels that go with it. Because some of these you have to actually put the tires on. Others they're molded in. And I did find out one thing. If you print them hollow, the whole idea there is to save resin. Well, it doesn't really save anything because it just holds it inside. And then when you drill a hole to put the toothpick in, so you have something to hold it by when you're painting, then the resin starts to ooze out. So these are sitting where they can drain, so to speak.
Yeah.
So,
And it still puts the supports inside too.
yeah,
So
well,
it's they're not completely hollow.
yeah, it's you might as well print them solid, so, as far as I'm concerned.
And with the half tracks that I printed, I can do 4 of those at one time.
Yeah.
Some of the tanks I can only do 1 at a time. So it does take some time to do, but once you start your printer, you just leave it alone and do something else while they're printing.
Yeah.
So
Well, in my case, I think resin wastes more than filament. Probably, JD.
I mean, they both got waste, but resin.
Supposedly resin gives better detail. Supposedly. Don't.
Yeah, resin is for better detail, and filament is for bigger structures.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Steve and I have the same printer, and for what I'm doing, I have all the detail I need. Because believe me, if you could see this little tiny radiator heater and the detail that's on it, I would have never got that with a filament printer. It just couldn't have done it. So if you're doing small detail items, resin is the way to go.
So they say.
So they say.
I'm not experienced enough to give an expert opinion on it.
Oh, I'm not an expert. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying for what I've printed so far, I don't think a filament would have printed those.
From what I can tell y'all, we've had a 3D printer for like 10 years where I work at. So I've got 10 years of 3D printing experience through my job.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a filament, and I will tell you, the detail is never that great. Because, as it's moving around and it's printing in layers, you can see the ripple effect. Even if you go with the smallest height setting that your extruder will go, you can still see it. And so the only other way, if you want to get rid of that stuff, is you have to use like Mr. Putty and fill in and then smooth out.
Yeah.
So, like I said, filament's great for big buildings. Now, if you're doing like a brick, it does brick pretty well. But if you want something smooth, it's really not that great, as far as like the detail aspect goes. But yeah, if you're doing like small detail parts and stuff, like a stop sign, for example, filament's definitely the way to go. Now, your caveat to that is filament is about 50 times stronger than the resin. Resin is extremely brittle.
You can get different strengths of resin now. Yeah. I just use the standard, which is the weakest, but I gotta admit, I did drop one of my tanks and broke the tracks. It shattered like glass. I glued it back together, but
yeah, I had a Impala. I dropped it and it cracked 2 pieces. But I'm saving it because I can cut it. I can cut it, and then like it's coming out of a backdrop. On it, as an example. Floyd, how old are you, Floyd? Because it's all you do is set it up. All right, find a file, load the file, and let it go.
It's no different than setting up a 2D printer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's probably easier for me. It was easier because I don't have Wi-Fi access on my little resin.
Now, it's one thing if you're taking.
He's gonna be 74 on Tuesday. Well, happy early birthday.
So my thoughts are, if you're just taking the printer and you're taking files that other people created, anybody could do that.
Yeah,
You know,
I did it.
so
Yeah,
now-
I'm not manipulating any files other than rescaling.
Scaling.
All
yeah.
right. And that was rather easy utilizing ExactRail's conversion page. You know, I just go to the, I run a search, I Google what are the dimensions on a 66 Impala. All right. And it tells me what the dimensions are. And then I put those dimensions in a spreadsheet. And it tells me what the feet change over to inches is. And then I go in the ExactRail and say, okay, how many millimeters is X number of inches? And it tells me. And there's a spot in the printer software that, you know, you can change the millimeters, height, length, width. And if you, as long as you keep the ratios the same, all you need is one measurement. All right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plug in the length of the actual length of the vehicle that's been converted to HO, and it'll give you the millimeters, and you plug that in, and it rescales the model right there on the computer, and you save that and put it through the slicer program, and that's nothing more than hitting a button, say slice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Right.
that's if the person who created the file got the ratios correct.
But that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But if it looks right in a big scale, in whatever it comes out at, you know, it's going to be close enough. Like, you know, these are supposed to be GTOs. All right. And it's more the size of a Firebird than a GTO.
So it ain't a judge.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not-
here's an
not scale right.
example. I found the sizes of these half tracks, length, width, height. When I changed the scale for the length, the width was off.
Then you change it.
But if I changed the width, it changed the length. So
It doesn't have to. You just change
I
click the
tried,
button that scales it uniformly.
I tried that. And
Works for me.
well, I'm different, Steve.
You are. You're gonna rank right up there with. You're gonna rank right up there with Robert on computer skills.
Who knows that this thing should be 6.2 millimeters wide when it's 19 millimeters long?
They won't. But you said you're the one that said it was wrong.
Yeah. So it looks right.
Well, then
So-
who cares?
Who cares? That's right.
As long as it looks right and it fits on the train car right, that's all that matters.
Yep.
Yeah, that is true. But
Absolutely. Well, we're over our 1 hour. So I want to thank everybody for joining us here at the Retirement Railroad. You know, Friday live and mail call. And don't forget, y'all have a great day and happy birthday to Floyd on his birthday
Yes.
Tuesday.
Happy birthday, Floyd.
Later, everybody.
bye, all.
Bye.